diversify your bonds.
Hey guys, we're aliens.
It's not about eating a good sandwich, you know, it's about the people there, and that's what's more important.
You can't live your life to the fullest if you don't have means.
So be careful.
Sometimes you gotta take the plunge and just, go for what you love.
As long as I like it, and then not just dance to it.
Well, if I want to be successful, people gotta know me.
Alright, keep that same energy.
You have to consider, you have to think about it, you have to know, you have to try.
Diversify your bonds.
Alright, bam. What's up, sponsors? This is Please Don't Sue Us. We are a podcast. We laugh, joke, we chill, we hang out, we spark up, whatever. And we talk about the journey that is being the small content creator. So, my name is Ortiz. Over here, we got Angelo. We got the certified dad bod. Down here, we got Uncle Miggs. And today we have one of our most special guests, somebody that's very near and dear to our hearts. We got Pierre from the Vapor Bong Project. Dude, say hi. Say what's up.
Hello. Hey, guys. Original motherfucker.
OMF right there. Fuck OG. It's all about OMF.
Yes. Our boys in Italy are here.
Stronzo italiano. Li morti osci squagliati.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about some cool stuff. We're gonna be talking about the Mary Janes. We're gonna be talking about the man behind the myth. That is the Vapor Bong Project, and and it'll be
the myth, the legend,
the legend, and it'll be cool. But before we get into that, let's get into our sponsor for today's video.
I am Stephen Hawking, and I'm here to talk about the next hit fire I'm about to release. As you all know, I have a podcast. It is called My Body Count is Bigger. If you enjoy dark sexual secrets and the solution to quantum gravity, this is your show. But I have been up to some shit. I just made a fiery pee, and I plan on going viral. YG, M&M, and the so-called doctor can fuck off. In this fiery pee, you will experience exactly how I came to understand quantum gravity. Here's a spoiler. I smoked a lot of weed. Watch out for My Bar Count is Bigger, which will be released on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and wherever else you can find my bitch ass. P equals My Bar Count squared. Motherfucker.
Alright, and now that possible video, but most likely audio sponsorship is out of the way, let's do the thing.
Yeah, Pierre, it's awesome to have you back on with us to just really get to know you more. We talked a bit, but to be able to talk to you again is awesome. We are both stoner engineers, I believe. We both specialize in the craft.
To be entirely fair, I feel like all stoners have a little bit of engineering DNA running through their veins and their lungs. You know what I mean?
Yep. As you can see behind my shoulder, as you can see my work table. It's all about the vaping. Yeah, you know, I'm an old man, and I need to go on my stoner adventures for many years, and you know, smoking has come to an end for me, but not cannabis. So I need to work my brain around and find a solution that is also a little crazy and entertaining for me, you know?
Gotta find a way to just get it in, you know? It's like, and to do it in a way that is like as safe as possible. I'm all for that. That's why I love what the Vapor Bong Project does, because it's all vaping. Yes, sir.
Facts.
And I think you found a really interesting way of going about it too, because you got like that rig that you have is there's so much to it, all the filters, everything you got.
Yeah, I needed filtration, you know, and to cool the. Sometimes the vapor gets too harsh.
Oh, for sure.
So I just needed to filter more and more, and the new addition to the rig that I didn't have the last time that we talked is the double vape actually. So I plan on getting more dual pieces and doing like attaching 4, 5, 10 vaporizers. I don't think there is a limit.
That's that double connector piece. That is a part of my rig as well. So I'm a fan of what Pierre has. Those are like crucial for just, I don't know, if for doing good glass work and just really being able to have, you know, this just amazing product that he has right there. So
how are you gonna deal with the pull issue? Because at a certain point, you're gonna need to have more pull than like a human can really produce. Are you gonna put some sort of motor connector to it and like artificially? Yeah, is that what you're planning on doing, or is there another thing?
Yeah, the pull is a problem that I'm experiencing right now because I think but maybe I don't know if your listeners will be able to see now because I'm showing with the camera some pieces of my equipment, glass equipment. I don't know if the listeners are going to. There is another like shisha style with this piece that is this thing is called E square. Square E-head. It's like an e-hookah. It's a substitute for the hookah. So it's like kind of like an electric cigarette and a vape.
Okay.
And you stuck it on this piece, but it actually needs some pull. So if it gets too big, there is going to be sometimes the pull isn't enough to activate that thing, the square E-head. So I'm going to figure out something. The best solution I came out with is the Stunden glass, which is a very expensive piece. So if Mr. Stunden glass is going to send some free pieces, but I don't think so. This big gravity bong, it's something like the one you have, which is is wonderful. I love that gravity bong that you have. But I don't think it will suit vaporizer, you know. That won't work with vaporizer. I don't think it's going to work, you know, because that releases over time, while the bowl with fire is all in one shot.
You know, Pierre, don't challenge me because I can make it happen. So
yeah, is that a challenge?
Are there shots fired?
You need to get a vape in the first place.
I will need to get a vape. Do you have one? Because we can figure something out.
I have a couple of vapes if you want them, my dude.
I don't have many spare vaporizers. My brother is like, sometimes he gives me some, sometimes he takes others, so it's always revolving. Now he gave me actually this little beauty. It's the Arizer.
Whoa,
and
okay.
This one is very good. And it's always coupled with the one I showed before, the boundless CFC. So no, I can't separate myself from my two precious.
My two precious.
You need to buy one. That's all I have now, and this one is for the e-liquid.
Okay. How much does a vape cost over there? Like on average?
These are not very expensive. Like, I think this one is like 50 or 60 euros. And this one is around 100.
To be fair, the 100 one looks like it's an industrial like thing. Okay, so that one makes sense. That one looks powerful.
I think they are both very, very good for the. They are worth every euro, you know. So you the difference, I don't know if there is so much. This one, of course, is a little more powerful. Anyway, I think this is very good for the price. The boundless is, I know. I don't know. It's for the price I paid. It's wonderful. Some years ago, you could spend 100 euros and the vaporizers just weren't good enough. You were wasting your material, basically.
Yeah, you just put way too much in, and you didn't get enough out.
I've been vaping for like 40 minutes my sessions with the vaporizers, and I don't know. I think it's like 1 gram, or no, it's not even 1 gram. I put very little quantity of material, but I have my strange mixes. Anyway, my sessions can last up to 40 minutes, so I think that's great, with the same, with even less of what you would put in a joint.
I'm curious, just a question I have. So with your setup, you have both a CBD like cannabis vaporizer and a like a liquid nicotine vaporizer. Is that kind of both going in?
Those the one I show you are for cannabis for dried flower.
For dried flower, okay.
Ash. This one is for the e-liquid, and it has no. I showed you also the square.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the square is for e-liquids as well. These two, the boundless and the ariser, these are dried flower.
Are your vaporizers, are they made in Europe, or are they made in where are they made from?
This is a good question, but I don't know actually. I think most vaporizers are from the USA. There is the Volcano.
Oh yeah, that's American.
Thorsten Bickel, that's from Germany, I think. But most company, I think they are American. I remember Yolite was from Ireland.
Oh, Ireland.
I don't think there are Italian vaporizers actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most producers are from the United States. Yes.
Okay. Where's the Italian vape producers? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I would like to enter the market somehow. I'm not good with manual work. I'm not good at making stuff. But in Italy there is a big market for electronic cigarettes, I think. But vaporizers, not so much.
Right. Then it's still electronic cigarettes.
Moving on a little bit. I wanted to talk about like the video aspect in terms of like editing, like how you've been shooting these videos with COVID, with the pandemic happening. Tell us a little about that. What's been your process for these videos? Because you're still cranking out these videos, and they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, the process, you know, is like anything I do. It's very chaotic because I have no good plan about what I'm doing. I did the best the videos you say that are amazing. Actually, I made them with my buddy Nacho, which is a great cameraman, and he has a nice camera, but he also work in TV and cinema, so he's very good at what you can see he's doing with the camera. He knows how to use it, and he got a very good one, and so we did most of those videos before the pandemic, actually.
Oh, really?
And yes, before the first lockdown, when we were allowed to do so. And then I took a very long time for editing, and that's it. But after those videos, me and Nacho are not working in the same place anymore, so we are not working together that often. We should do something, I believe, soon with the new rig and stuff, but I don't know. We also have to see what's going on with the COVID situation, you know.
Yeah.
Because we can't have many people. My rig is for 4 people smoking together. And I think that will break every normative, any law. And Nacho, he should go. He told me last day that he should go back to Uruguay in December. Hopefully, because he has a flight booked, and it's all to see. You don't really know what's happening with the international flights. And
how is international travel in general working? Because I know, like, here in the U.S., no one wants us because, like, we have so much COVID, and I understand that. But is it more or less, like, loosened up everywhere else? Or is it just, like, or is it almost as restrictive as it is here?
I mean, I'm a lazy ass. I have no idea. I plan on going nowhere. So I'm the last person you want to ask about this, because honestly, I have no idea. I don't know, but now you are the country with the worst situation. I don't know. I know. Before we were the worst, so I don't know. But about the flights, I have no idea. It's really impossible not to speak about COVID anytime, everywhere. But I think we are going to. Today there have been many riots in Italy and protests because they are doing like a soft lockdown, a semi lockdown. I don't know. I don't really want to think about it. It's all shit. It's crazy situation. It's crazy than reality.
I wanted to know about your first experience with cannabis, dude. Tell us, like, I don't know, just a wild story of like one of the early memories with like just getting stoned and some crazy shit happened.
Wild story. I mean, you get to be more specific, because I can think about many crazy stories.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a minute to think about it. I was gonna talk about one of my first experiences, and I was hanging out actually with Uncle Miggs, and it was my 21st birthday, and I was homeboy had a dab pen, had one of those pens.
Oh, did I now?
and I'm destroying that thing. we're just chiefing on it, and
I mean, you gotta destroy a dab pen.
And then my family, mi familia, was like, "Hey, we're coming to get you because it's your birthday dinner."
I remember that.
I'm just gone. So the whole time,
and you were dabbing.
The whole time, I'm just like sitting there, just quiet, just like super uncomfortable, trying not to say anything. I'm like reaching over and grabbing some water to drink some water. And I was grabbing my grandmother's water, and she's like, "Why are you taking my water?" And she's yelling at me now. And then like I'm just like just trying to just play it cool. And I think I played it pretty cool. But then I was just like as I was leaving, I was with my girlfriend, and I was just like, I'm stoned right now. and the whole time in my head, I'm just freaking out. I'm just like screaming, like,
right,
like just it was bad. It was bad. So I guess something funny, kind of like that.
But like funny stories, like stoner movies, stories.
Yeah.
I have so many, but I don't remember. I need to.
That's how you know they're
like
like every good stoner movie.
I need the input,
Yeah.
When I get some input, I start flowing, but otherwise,
Honestly, I have a friend who has a similar situation. She we used to call her the dab queen. She used to just whip out dabs and just be like,
dab queen.
She would give you like a quarter of a gram and just be like, "You're fine, don't be a punk," and just started slapping it down. I remember one of the first times she gave a dab to one of my friends, he straight up thought he was blind for a good like 30 minutes because his eyes were closed. Because he was just so stoned. He's like, guys, I can't. Well, I mean, like, he went to the bathroom and, like, sat down, but in his head, he's just like, I'm blind. Fuck. And he's just panicking while he's sitting, like, next to the toilet on the tub, just forever. And we think he's just taking the world's longest dump. Because, like, I myself have a long biological process that makes mine take forever. So I don't judge him for taking a long dump, but he comes out and he's like, guys, but like now that she moved out of her old place, she doesn't take as much because she has like roommates, so she can't just be smoking nonstop. And I think it's also gives her like a little bit of anxiety whenever she does it. You know, she just like it affects you differently after a certain amount of time, and like it's just not as pleasant. Thankfully, I personally haven't received that effect yet, but I'm sure it's coming at some point. I don't know. I think it's just like
the hardcore paranoia, dude.
Yeah. You get the existential
I'll
crisis.
Freak out.
You get the one where like
I'll freak out, and it's like, especially with like edibles, like I can't do it because every time I do, I'm just like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't even like this, and I'm just like, I don't even like doing this, and like, so it's just too much. I like the communal aspect of it, and I like I like it when I have like more control over just being able to just like, good. I like that.
It's the mid-stoner crisis.
Yeah.
You mean just having a J as opposed to like an edible?
Yeah.
You need to switch to vape.
Vape is the way to go.
Down.
That's a plug from the Vapor Bong Project. If you're not vaping, you're weird, okay? And that's a hard stance.
Dude, that's
and I respect the Vapor Bong Project for saying shit like that. We need people like that.
Let me explain something to you. If you don't have a vape, I don't feel comfortable around you, okay?
I feel sketchy as
Why are you not vaping? What's going on
here?
Okay?
I'm very awkward between my friends because, you know, when I go around, I don't go around much in my defense, but I always need to bring some devices, and not everyone, especially not the young ones, the more hardcore people. You know, it's like a love or hate, but I understand perfectly. It took me a very long time to switch to vaporizers and don't smoke. A very long time, and you know the heat is not the same. So
how is vape culture in Italy?
Vaping, you mean the cigarettes, the nicotine ones?
Yes.
You know, I am not. I don't know. It's weird because I love these and they help me stop smoking. I think they are very silly. I don't like. I found them like something that undercover policeman would do, going around with these. I mean, I don't.
Nah, bro, that's high tech. That's high tech shit right there. You're on the next level.
Think about it.
They are silly. I mean, when you're smoking a joint, you feel like you're James Dean, you are Ozzy Osbourne, and so rock and roll. And this looks like you are, I don't know, it has not the same appeal, you know, of course. It's I feel a little stupid when I'm smoking this at a concert or...
Nah, bro. All I want to say is people are just looking for someone to follow, and you're setting the trend right there. We're bringing vapes into the modern era.
I mean, there are many people smoking the electronic cigarettes here in Italy. Many people do. I mean, it's just for me. To me, they look so silly. But I mean, my lungs now are feeling so much better. And it's, I mean, I would like to use this as a transition to quit smoking
entirely.
It's going to take a lot for me because I need to. I have very slow pace for doing things, but I don't. I mean, a scene about e-cigarettes, I don't know. There are some like YouTubers as well doing nice reviews and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if there is much of a scene. Maybe I don't know. I'm not part of the scene, but I really like electronic cigarettes, and I think they are great for quitting smoking. I was pretty much done. I mean, sometimes I do smoke, but these times it's more like if I'm with friends, I might give a couple leads on a joint.
Okay. I mean, what would you say the general perception of smoking in Italy is? Like, not even just like vapes, just smoking in general. Because I know in the U.S., like, it's kind of like looked down upon. Like, you shouldn't be smoking. Like, don't do it in like restaurants. You can't do it like in like indoor venues. They don't want you like vaping in grocery stores, which, you know, I understand. I get it. And people don't want you like smoking next to them. So it's usually more of like you go to a spot secluded and then like do it yourself or with like a couple of buddies and some friends. Is it similar in Italy, or is it more like socially accepted that you can just like vape or smoke just like walking down the street? I don't imagine that they would, but I'm just curious.
You're talking about cigarettes?
Well, I mean vape, like any kind of like smoking other than weed, anything that's nicotine based.
I mean, now it's been quite a while. You can smoke anywhere, in restaurants and in any public place. You can smoke. Absolutely.
Really? What? What? Damn.
Yes, it's totally forbidden.
We need to go to Italy.
Many closed places, of course. Every restaurant.
Oh, forbidden. Oh, okay. All right.
You can smoke outside. You can go outside to smoke. But inside, nowhere. You can smoke anywhere inside.
Okay.
I can think any exceptions. Maybe some clubs, but I think it's from 10, 15 years ago. You could smoke anywhere. If I might be wrong, it was crazy that you could smoke inside a restaurant before.
Okay.
And I think that's good. Come on. It's gross.
What do you think drove that social change? Do you think that was more of like the public becoming more aware of like the effects on one's health, or was it more of like a governmental regulation sort of thing? So did it come from like the bottom up or the top down?
In Italy, I think it was government regulation came from the top. But I think generally maybe someone in the first place could have protested about it, but now I think it's perfectly accepted, and I mean it's totally normal to not smoke inside anywhere.
Okay.
I mean you can smoke in your room, I don't know, but in the office, workplace, restaurants, disco, clubs. There are some clubs, maybe, but no, I think nowhere. And I think anyone accepted that, and I think it's pretty natural. I mean, it's good that you can smoke inside. No, you can.
Yeah.
In America, you can smoke inside places.
Oh God, no way.
No.
Actually, there are some spots, like some casinos, or actually most casinos.
Yeah, I think all casinos.
All casinos, in like Vegas and stuff, dude. You just walk in there.
Vegas is the Wild West.
It just blasts you, dude.
It sort of is, though.
You walk in the doors and it's just a wave of smoke, and you just smell all like the retirees who've given up, just playing the penny machines, smoking one down. Speaking of like social change, how do you think the perception of marijuana has and the legality of marijuana has been shaped by like social forces? Do you think that people accepted marijuana more because they just learned more about it and that's why it became legal, or do you think it became legal more because of like the financial benefits, or
You're
maybe
talking
even
about,
like some
about Italy or in general?
Italy.
In Italy, we talked a little about this last time. The perception, I mean, it's very well accepted, I can say more or less, at some degree. Except the more right wing, the most conservatorials, the old people, but the church. But the Pope some days ago they opened to the homosexual unions, civil unions. The Pope, so this Pope, I guess, it's even more progressive. So
yeah,
but I think the majority of people in Italy is accepting cannabis. But it's this is news from last day, very recent news. There is a minister, I don't know, a politic man, Italian politic man, he wants to abolish the CBD. This would be crazy also for my channel. This would be very bad. Instead of going forward, I thought that the CBD legalization was a step forward for Italy, toward legalization. But now they are talking about the prohibition of the CBD oil. I don't know, probably also the flower. Even if the OMS they declared that CBD is medicine and is not a drug. In Italy, they want to consider and to treat CBD like a drug. So there are people talking about this, and for me it's crazy. Like we just did a step forward, and they want to do a step backwards.
Right.
Come on,
that's crazy.
This is so Italian.
Okay.
This is so Italian. This is so stupid. But I don't know. I think just as many things in Italy, it will turn to nothing, and they will keep the CBD legal. But it's so silly that they're even talking about this, and I don't know how. I heard that the European law, they're increasing the allowed limit of THC in the CBD flowers from 0.2 to 0.3. So it's very little progress. The fact is that this European law stated that CBD is good, it's okay. They're talking about it and the fact that it's legal. So it's so stupid for Italy to banish CBD again, and there are many people working in the industry. Of course, I'm not talking about myself, because for me it's just like a small hobby. It's like an excusation to work with video programs and social media. And
it's the Vapor Bong Project.
But it's about me and my vaporizing hobby. Cheers.
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 Man, I'm telling you, if I could smoke inside, this shit would be lit.
Hey man, just get like a PVC pipe and just like blow it through every time. Just connect it to your window.
Yeah,
okay,
just stick
take
a
little
pipe
puff and
straight from here. It like goes straight to this window here and just
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, my dude. 4D chess.
But
it's nice here.
Dude, Pierre, something that I specifically wanted to ask you, dude. I heard you play music.
Yeah, I am an amateur. I played drums for quite a long time, but I try to learn a guitar and a little bass, and I have a few didgeridoos I can show you.
You play the didgeridoo?
Yo.
It's too late, but I would love to, but it's too late.
Okay, that's fair.
I would love to.
I love it. We have a didgeridooer among us.
And this is my old drum kit.
Yes.
I play a few instruments. I like to do things on my own, but I'm still not that good, on the guitar. But I promise I will try to put out some music sooner or later.
Yeah, man, I'd love to hear it. I hear you play metal.
I used to play in a lot of metal bands, yes, mainly in my around my place. We were like, always hobby, nothing professional. But yes, I love music. I love playing music. I dream of making a metal didgeridoo album somehow.
Yeah,
I need to
be that guy.
Yeah, that's
be
my
that
my
guy.
I need to improve on the guitar. I'm trying hard. I still got a very long way to go, but I can play some Amy Winehouse songs and some Lamb of God songs, and that's it.
Right on.
It's COVID season. Now's the time to learn.
Now's the time to get that practice in. Dude, that's awesome. I know, I'm pretty sure in Germany there's a pretty big metal scene.
Yeah.
But how's Italy?
I'm so. I look like I'm not that enthusiast of Italy, but for these things, there are great bands and great musicians. That's for sure. Great musicians. We have great musicians, and we have great bands as well, and great great musicians all around every genre. Metal musician, metal bands, there are some very great bands, but the problem is that we don't have many places, many shows. There are some cool festivals. Now of course it's all to wonder about the future, but there is a metal scene. In my city, there used to be something, of course, nothing too big, but we used to have our good concerts. We used to play with our friends. We had a group of many bands of friends playing together, creating a little friendly scene. That was very nice. But in the last years, it's all dead, and I think there are no rehearsal rooms. Just one, very good, but it's not very close to the town, and it's hard. It's hard if you have a band, if you want to keep a band. There are not many people anymore loving the live music, both to players and listeners. And so in my city, it's pretty much dead. If I had a metal band now, I don't think I will know where to play, just a few spots, but not much. It's very sad. It's very sad. I don't play with bands anymore much. Sometimes with friends. I don't have a band right now. I had a band last year, 2 years ago. But you don't get to play. In my town, it's so hard to have a band. So that's why mainly why I want to do everything on my own. So I think the best is to put your music on the internet, because live rock scene in my town, pretty much.
That's a bummer.
It's sad. I would love to do something. Maybe it's hard. We have to wait all the COVID situation. But if everything goes well and we can play and attend concerts again, I personally would like, if I have some money to invest or just for hobby, for fun, to do something, organize some concerts, in jam sessions. I used to run a jam session in my city, and that was very good. We had so much fun and great nights, both with great musicians coming at my show and crap musicians, so you could find anything and anything in between, and it was wonderful. We had so much fun. I would like to do something like that again in the future if the COVID situation gets better, because I miss live music, concerts, but I love jam sessions. that's the best for me. You know, you have no anxiety it's free. It's just you playing with friends, and sometimes you play with pros, sometimes you play with beginners. It's great for everyone.
It's a nice little hodgepodge of talent.
I like those kinds of
music
community.
Yeah, totally, definitely. So that's what I'm into. Yeah.
Before we go, dude, I don't know if you have one, but who's a content creator that you've been really been into recently?
There are quite a few, but I mean I'm following a lot of content creators on cannabis and vaporizing related. I don't think I can really name a particular. I mean I would name yours. Honest, your channel is the first that kept, probably because I'm talking with you right now, but because I felt so related to the content you were creating, that is so low budget and this
that makes my heart sing though. It makes my heart sing that you say that, because that's really all we got.
I mean, was it offensive? I mean, for low budget, I mean that's we are not running on professional equipment, or you know,
have professional budgets.
I didn't mean to break your heart, my friend.
Oh no, you made my heart sing, bro. I'm like, dude, the fact that you appreciate the content that we put out, even though I know we don't have a studio that we're doing stuff in. We're just, you know, kind of getting what we can and seeing what we can run with, because we're just having fun.
I thought I made your heart sing.
Oh. No,
that made my heart sick.
I just want to say though that means a lot to hear that, and I'm sure. I mean, right, Ortiz, to know that.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
people appreciate what we're putting out.
Feels good.
Yeah,
it's like we started in January and we still don't know what the hell we're doing, but we just keep going through anyways. It's just like, we're just running this way.
It's the same for me, totally, definitely.
Yeah.
You gotta do something for 2020. Be like, you know what I did in 2020? Not just COVID.
Looks like this is gonna be the end of this podcast. Dude, Pierre, it's great having you on again. Always a great time. Yo, everybody else that's watching, the 3 people that are watching, yo, you can find all of
we
our...
have 3 people watching.
Yeah, it's us. No.
Yeah, it's us. You can find all of our links, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, other things possibly in the description down below. And like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for sponsoring us with your time.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you so much.
Please don't. For legal reasons, content, we should mention that all sponsors are not actually sponsors, and we only mention them for the sake of parody. All related brands and intellectual properties are owned by respective companies, and the content of this podcast does not reflect the views or values of those given companies. Seriously, please don't sue us. We have no monies.
I just realized what I would want. I want the ability to just not sleep. Imagine how much more productivity you can get.
Yeah, you spend like how many fucking years do you spend sleeping?
A third of your life.
Yeah, so like a third of your life.
So 60 years would be like 20 years of your life you spent sleeping.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing about sleeping, is every single time you sleep, it's just a free trial of death. You get a sample every single time you sleep. And you know what sucks about that free trial? It's freaking good. Like,
it's a good free trial.
You want to like just make it permanent, and then you're like, you wake up and you're like, son of a gun. Like,
you know what that means?